a long time coming. Hello everybody from the magical land of Nara, Japan. I am so psyched to be showing you around here today because initially I was not going to do a live stream from here. I was going to do a live stream from Kyoto, which I still may. But having been here for the last 3 days, I knew right away that I had to do a live stream here. So thank you all so much for coming out. And right off the bat, want to say a big hello to my lovely friends and family, my dad, and then Donna Lynn and Lloyd in snowy Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. Hi guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Oh, thank you so much to Harriet, Jim, and Yuki for the super chat right off the bat. Hello, Alina. Greetings from Harriet, Jim, and Yuki. P.S. We received your postcard from Malaysia. Thank you so much. Amazing. Glad you got it. And funny, I think a whole bunch of people got the Malaysia one on the same day. My friend Lane messaged me that she got it. Donna Lynn said she got hers today. So I think they must have made deliveries to at least North America today with the card. So glad you guys are receiving them in good time. Hello to Rahul for coming out. Thank you so much. Hello to Dawn from Burlington, Ontario. Kenneth from the Philippines. Ukraine dude. Irvin. Hello everybody. Thank you so much for coming out. We already got 76 people here. Stuff, hello. Thank you so much for coming out. One of my lovely Patreon patrons. Oh, Jessie from Singapore. Lovely. She was definitely helping us out on my last live stream. So thanks for coming out, Jessie. Oh, we got Melissa from Toronto. Badger from Bangkok. Jim from Michigan. Very cool. Well, so far the stream signal is good here, guys. This is my first time ever live streaming in Japan because to give you a little bit of background before we get started, the last time that I was in Japan was at least 6 years ago. I think it was almost 7 years ago. I was here for a modeling contract when I was 25, and yeah, that was the last time I was here. And then, COVID basically shut down Japan for the last 3-4 years. It was only in fall of last year that they really even started letting in tourists. So it has been a long time coming. I'll get into it in future videos, but it's interesting, visiting a place that I've held so dear to my heart after such a long break. And also having seen so many places in between that time, there's so many countries that I've experienced in the last 6 years, 4 years of full-time travel, that I will say I look at Japan differently now with that experience. I still obviously love it, but there's just a lot of things that I feel like I didn't notice before, and maybe it's just where I was in life that I looked at things differently, but it's a very different experience this time around. So I'll share more kind of as my videos get started here. Thank you for the super chat, Silence R. Hello from West Palm Beach, Florida. That must be some lovely weather right now. Thank you so much for the super chat. Yeah, so it has definitely been an experience in just the short time that I've been here. I just got to Osaka. I think I've had 10 days so far here in Japan. I spent about a week in Osaka, and then I've been here in Nara about 3 days. So it has been really lovely. Thank you so much to Cassini Takano. Enjoy, Nara, Alina. Coffee's on me. Just FYI, those deers can be aggressive sometimes, especially when you buy cookies from the street vendors. Thank you so much, Cassini. I really appreciate it. And you are correct. You guys are going to see some super cute deer as we get on with our trip. That obviously is the main attraction here. And it is just amazing how calm and tame they are, but you're 100% right that if you buy the deer cookies and they can smell them, they know you have them, they will go after you. So you have to be really careful with that. So thank you so much, Cassini. Also, a very big thank you to the lovely Brianna. Thank you so much. Looking lovely, Alina. I'm happy you made it back to a favorite location. Thank you so much, gorgeous. I hope you are doing well. And yeah, it's so nice to be back here. And I think anytime you're like returning to a place where you have history in, you know, all these sorts of memories and experiences come flooding back. So it's been great to kind of relive all of that once again. Definitely a lot of stuff coming up, you could say. Quickly just want to answer this question, since I'm sure a lot of people will ask. Tom asks, where is your cool dad? My cool dad is very cool in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. He's already back to Canada after our trip. He flew from Bangkok, I think about a week ago it was now. So Dad, you can comment, since I think he's still here in the live stream, how you're enjoying Saskatchewan and being back. So I'll leave that to him. But yeah, it was really special that me and my dad got to do such a long trip together, and he got to miss at least a portion of the winter in Saskatchewan. So I have a feeling he's probably going to be doing that again in the coming years, because he realizes how much better it can be to not have to put up with 6 months of winter. Thank you so much for the super chat, Multicorker. Happy belated International Women's Day, Alina. Thank you so much. That is so thoughtful. And happy International Women's Day to all the ladies out there, since that is a holiday that I wish we celebrated more in North America. It's definitely a big holiday in Europe, I meant to say, and also here in Japan. It's called White Day, Women's Day. So they celebrate it here as well. So North America, please step up your game and get all the lovely ladies in your life flowers when it is Women's Day. That is a must. Okay, guys, so it's been 7 minutes of intro. Let's get the show on the road. I'm gonna flip the camera. So as you can see, well, actually, if you've never been to Japan, you probably don't even know what you're looking at, but this is a very typical train station, subway station. Let me actually move over here so you can see the top part of it. One thing that I'll definitely be featuring in my videos, and that if you come to Japan, you will experience for yourself, is how phenomenal their public transportation is. I still don't think there's any country in the world that tops Japan for how amazing their train system is, not only for inside of the big cities like the metro and the JR, which is like above ground sort of monorails. It's on another level, but also, you know, the train lines that go in between cities, and not just even big cities. They go to all the small places, and they have slower trains that stop at absolutely every station. Then they have like rapid trains that maybe only stop at a few, but they go much faster. And then they have the bullet trains, which is the Shinkansen, that goes extremely fast. And I feel like they were kind of the first country in the world to come up with that sort of thing. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like the Shinkansen was really, you know, the main, you know, first bullet train that came out. And now obviously lots of other countries have something similar, but I feel like Japan has always been a leader in that sort of thing. And when you come here and experience it for yourself, it really is so really impressive. Like, for example, I came from Osaka, right, which is about 40 kilometers from Nara. And I was able to get here in about 35 minutes, something like that, when to drive to get out of the city center too would have taken over an hour. And take a guess how much it cost. It cost $5.50 Canadian, about 550 yen. That's what the exchange rate is right now. So about $4 US. $4 US to jump on a very comfortable, clean, rapid train to get you to your destination, to the city center of your destination, for just $4. It is so impressive. I can't even tell you guys. So if you come to Japan, under no circumstance would I ever really recommend you rent a car unless you have, I don't know, a whole bunch of people and you really, I don't know, just want to explore on your own. The trains are just so advanced here and overall so inexpensive that it truly is the best way to get around the country. There's not even really much reason to fly. Maybe if you were going from the absolute tip of the north to the absolute, tip of the south, maybe in that scenario it might be worthwhile to fly, but overall it's just much more convenient to use their train system here. It really is impressive. So yeah, once you get out of the station, and they usually position them in, a very good central area. So as soon as you get out of the station, you're already in the heart of the city, which I think is smart. So you don't have to take like a taxi or usually anything else if you're staying in the city center. So that is what I did. The other nice thing about Nara is that they have a lot of traditional guest houses here. So if you're staying near Nara Deer Park, which is where I was staying, there's a lot of beautiful traditional guest houses for a fairly reasonable price. And I only had to walk, I think, around 7 minutes from the station to get to my place. So that's another big bonus. Oh, hello to Shannon from New York. Thank you so much for coming out, lovely. Thomas says, being in Canada, we lack good transportation. That we do. One thing I will say as a Canadian is that where we truly fail is having public transportation, so you don't absolutely have to drive everywhere. And I know that we have a smaller population for the amount of land mass that we have, but still the investment that the government makes in good infrastructure in that light is just, it's very poor. Like outside of being inside of downtown Toronto or downtown Vancouver, you have to have a car. Like you have to have a car unless you live right beside your work and that's all you do day to day. You have to have a car in Canada, and it's just such a waste, to be honest. When you see how these other countries are doing things, it really puts into perspective how much we suck in that regard. So I hope, in the coming years that Canada starts to change that, especially since we are having, the population go up. We are getting more immigration. The country is growing. It'd be nice to see a change in the public transport system in Canada. Oh, my mom came out. Привет, Alicia. Have an amazing live stream here. I see nice weather in Nara. Thank you so much, Mom. Thank you for coming out. My parents are so sweet, so supportive. Yeah, we do have really nice weather today, and overall it has been very good weather since I've been here in Japan, because this is obviously not Southeast Asia sort of weather. We are in proper winter here in Japan, and some more northern parts of Japan they get a lot of snow. It gets quite cold, not Canada cold, but cold enough. And when I first arrived here with only one sweater and this scarf, I was freezing. Like I was freezing cold. I went to Uniqlo. I bought a whole bunch of, not like winter clothes, but I bought like somewhat spring clothes to kind of help transition me into what the weather is going to be like here, because I don't want to buy a whole bunch of really warm stuff and then in 2 weeks I can't use any of it. So at night it has been hard to go out because the weather temperature drops significantly then, but during the day it's not too bad. Oh, want to say a big thank you to Dale and Arvella Holmgren, really lovely family friends of mine. Thank you so much, guys, for coming out. Give you a wave. All my favorite people are here today. Amazing. Okay, so yeah, so we just crossed the street from the JR station, and we are going to go on this lovely walking street, even though there is kind of like a one lane, one direction road for cars here. It's overall a walking street or a biking street. That's one thing that I kind of forgot about in Japan, how with bikes, they kind of don't have bike lanes here. Like, as you can see, the bikes, they just go on the sidewalks. And like, it's fine because the people, you know, are overall respectful and watching, but it's like a little bit jarring because I'm not like used to them coming up behind me and stuff. So that was one thing I kind of forgot that they had here. So that has been interesting. And let me just give you a little bit of background to begin with about why Nara is significant and also a great place to visit. Is that Kyoto and all that came after, but this was the first capital city, and I believe at the time it was called Yamato, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. So over 1,000 years ago. Like, Japan is a very old country, has a very rich history, and it is said that here in Nara they have more UNESCO World Heritage sites than actually in Kyoto. Like, most people, when they think of, oh, if you want to go to a historical place, Kyoto's the place to go in Japan, and of course it is. Kyoto's amazing, but Nara actually has more historic sites because in a way it is an older, place that was significant. So for those reasons alone, Nara is obviously a very interesting place to visit. Overall, it is much more this is a very blunt way to put it, but it's much more Japanese in a way than Kyoto, in the sense that it's not as tailored to the Western tourist as maybe Kyoto is, just because Kyoto gets such an influx of tourists. When you usually go into the restaurants there, you'll find a lot of like English menus. I find that last time I was in Kyoto anyway, more people spoke English, but here in Nara, not so much. Like, almost all the restaurants that I've been to, all the menus are in Japanese, so you have to, get Google Translate, usually to help you translate. Most people, that I've interacted with here, they only speak Japanese directly to you, so, try and learn maybe a little bit of Japanese before coming to Japan. So that part, is a little bit different, but in a way gives you a much more authentic experience, right, of when visiting. And still, though, even though I say that things are in Japanese, it's still not that difficult to navigate, to be honest, because overall they still manage to have, a system that makes things self-explanatory. So not to like intimidate you guys of coming here, just letting you know that it's not as touristy as Kyoto is, for example. So just wanted to start that right off the bat. Of course, the main attraction of Nara is its very cute welcome greeters who have been living here in harmony with the residents for over 1,000 years and are actually a very important, what's the word I'm looking for, messenger, I guess they call it, of Shinto Buddhist culture and beliefs. That is the main religion here in Japan, Shinto Buddhism. And deer, which is you're going to see here later in the video, are looked as like messengers of the gods. So they are incredibly sacred here in Nara. There are very harsh penalties if you ever harm a deer or do anything bad, as it should be. But they are just like the cutest little beings who are just so tame and just doing their thing, going wherever they want all over the city. And they just seem to, live in harmony here with the residents, and it's been going on for over 1,000 years. So very special experience to be here and experience technically wild animals acting in that sort of way, because in Canada, sure, I've seen a lot of deer, but obviously they'll just run away if they see a person or you get too close. I've never been this close to a deer, so very different. Okay, so I think a couple of people commented on this. Somebody just said, you're the only person here not wearing a mask, and somebody, I think, before that had asked about masks. So important question, and let's just go over the COVID recommendations for Japan. So first and foremost, there's still a lot of stuff you got to do that kind of came after COVID to get into Japan. Because before this, as a Canadian, I can come in here 90 days, visa free, don't gotta do any kind of, you know, forms or stuff beforehand, right? That's not the case now. You have to apply for this, can't actually remember the exact name of it, but basically you have to apply to this online system to enter Japan, and you upload your vaccine certificate, you do a customs declaration, you enter in all the information about where you're staying, how long, like just a whole bunch of stuff you got to do beforehand, because at present moment only people who are triple vaccinated are able to get into the country, or you have to do a PCR test 72 hours before your trip, but they're very particular with, you know, which place it is. I guess there's a list of, can't talk today, guys, I apologize. There's a list of clinics that you have to go to have it count. So if you're not triple vaccinated, I don't know if I'd really recommend coming here, because it really might be a headache for you. Other than that, masks are a weird thing here. Obviously, as you can see, almost every single person is wearing one, both inside and out. Like, I couldn't believe it was this intense when I got here. I was expecting that, yeah, okay, they're gonna wear them inside, because even before the pandemic, it's very common in Japan to wear masks, just as a thing. Like, it's just a thing of, obviously when you're sick, absolutely you have to wear a mask so you don't get other people sick, but some people, I guess they just like to wear them. I don't know. It's a bit odd to me, I'll be honest. But yeah, when I got here, I was so shocked that literally like 95%, I would say, of people, locals, are wearing a mask both inside and outside. But the weird thing is that they're not technically forced to. There's specific places that might say, okay, in this establishment, we absolutely ask that you wear a mask. And so they'll have like a sign. But legally, like here in Japan, they only have like a recommendation that you have to wear a mask, and especially in public places. But because everybody's just doing it, I think it just kind of gets enforced as, well, yeah, you have to wear a mask. And you're gonna feel really out of place, especially like indoors, if you don't. So, you know, to keep the peace and to be respectful, I will wear a mask, you know, when I'm indoors and for a longer length of time. But when I'm outside, like 100%, I'm not. Like, I personally think that's ridiculous to be wearing a mask outside when I'm not near anybody and I'm not sick. You know, but each to their own. So if you're a big anti-masker, like, no, you should not be coming to Japan. You will not have a good time here, and you won't be allowed to just go around with no mask, even if you feel okay that I don't care if everybody else is, I'm not going to. Like, no, you will be made to feel incredibly uncomfortable, and in certain places like public transit, they will probably force you. So yeah, if you're anti all of that, don't come to Japan. Like, it's just not a good idea. So I'm here because I love Japan. Sure, I don't agree with the way they're still doing things, but you know, it's a small aspect of everything else that I'm here to see. And apparently in May, they're trying to actually make things seem more normal, I guess. At least that's what locals have told me, that like on May 13th, COVID is over and there's going to be less rules around things. So we'll see when that time comes, if that's actually the case, but that's what it's at right now. I want to say a big thank you to Harriet, Jim, and Yuki for the super chat once again. Harriet and her pocket had her pocket picked by a reindeer in Nara. She had deer biscuits in her pocket. Yeah, oh my gosh, that would 100% do it. That's so cute though. Amazing. Thank you guys for the super chat. I'm gonna flip my camera here as we're crossing the intersection. I like that they have these kinds of lights where it's like the light changes and you can go in any direction, you know? Kind of smart like that to cross the street in that way. Very cool. All right. Oh, look at this, guys. Look at the vending machines. This is what I have missed so much, because not only do they have like so many cool different kinds of drinks here, right? We don't have this kind of variety in North America, I feel like. But it's great because they have options for like cold drinks and they have options for hot drinks. That is what we need. I would love to be able to get like a hot drink from a vending machine, like all these different kinds of coffees. Like Tully's is like a really popular chain here and they have really good coffee. So 140 yen is like, well, it's $1.40 Canadian, so it'd be about $1 US. $1 US for a pretty good coffee, hot. Like brilliant, just absolutely brilliant. Like you got green tea, I think that's oolong tea maybe, some kind of peach juice, some kind of lemonade, just so many options. So fantastic. We need that. We need that, guys. Why don't we have that? It's not that difficult of a thing. Aw. Thank you very much to B-Way, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. The Japanese defer to group to protect others. First of all, thank you for the super chat. And yes, you are correct. Like in many ways, I really do, respect how much, just in, even outside of COVID, there is just so much respect for other people. We could use that more in North America, of like the group mentality of do what's best for the group, not individual, likes. So I totally commend them for that. And they probably, have lost, a far lower percentage of their population because they've been so adamant about COVID kind of stuff. But I guess my question just is, will the masks ever come off? It's like everybody here is vaccinated. Everybody coming here is almost vaccinated. And, when does it end would, I guess, be my question. But once again, everybody's going to have a different opinion on that sort of thing. But like I said, I'm here as a visitor, so I will respect their rules to the point that I think it makes sense, like wearing maybe a mask on really crowded public transportation. But if I'm not sick and I'm walking around outside where it's very unlikely you're going to catch a virus just walking past somebody, I really personally don't see the point. But, everybody's opinion is different on that. So I'm glad you guys like the vending machine as well. Thank you to Wiggy Bruce. Oh, Shannon says, I just got a taste of the world box from Japan and the country has the best snacks. Yes, they do. I got a little green cat figurine that melted in my cup into a matcha latte when you add water. Love it. Okay, I haven't seen something like that. That sounds awesome. Yeah, the snacks here and the drinks especially are just on another level here in Japan. Like even just going into their convenience stores, they're open 24/7, 100%. Like the 7-Elevens are better here than anywhere else in the country. And let me know in the comments if anyone knows, is 7-Eleven originally from Japan or is it US? Because somebody told me it's originally Japanese, but then the US bought it and it's a US company now, but I don't know exactly how that works, but 100% the convenience stores on a whole are way better here than anywhere else in the world. Even though in Southeast Asia they have like Family Mart and 7-Eleven, it's not as good as here. It's just elite here. All right, guys. We've already been going for 30 minutes and we haven't even gotten to the deer yet. We got ground to cover, so let's keep on moving here. But I wanted to, start the walk at Nara Station because if you do come here, most people will only come for a day trip, let's say from Kyoto or Osaka, because it is so close. But personally, I would recommend coming for longer. There's just so much to see and do. You will have a much richer experience if, you can stay at least one night or 2 nights. You definitely won't run out of things to do. And it's kind of within this area that we're walking right now where you will find, you know, most of the attractions, and we're going to be in Nara Park very soon here. So if you guys are in Japan, I would highly urge you to come to Nara for at least 2 nights. Look at that, five vending machines all together, so you really get the full selection. And then what else is cool is this is very common where they have these sort of like only walking streets in Japan, where they have like a whole bunch of different restaurants and it's all lit up at night. That's a very common feature in Japanese cities. In general, I really like how walkable most places in Japan are. I've missed sidewalks. No offense, Southeast Asia, but you could improve with your sidewalk situation. It's very difficult to really explore a city when you're not able to walk it. It's just not the same, you know, even seeing it from a scooter or like a car, it's not at the level of walking. So I hope that someday Southeast Asia will be more walkable. Though here you gotta watch for bikes. Oh, my friend's Ryan here. No, Ryan, you did not miss the deer. They are coming up soon, probably within the next 10 minutes, if they're in the first place that we're going to be going to. You kind of don't know where exactly they are going to be. Like, they're all in different parts of the park, but there are kind of main places where they hang out because that's where they hand out the deer crackers. So like they know that that's where the treats are and that's where they want to congregate. So we'll probably see some soon. I want to say a big thank you to Alan K. Enjoy your videos and streams. Thank you so much, Alan. Really appreciate it. All right. So here's another kind of restaurant street, really lovely. And then over here, you guys will see this in my video. Very popular place, as you can see. This is one of the oldest mochi shops in Nara, and they sell out of these like crazy. So you got to get here early. I don't know if you can even see them, but they're just like the very traditional kind of Japanese mochi, which is green tea with red bean paste in the middle. If you've never had mochi before or don't know what it is, basically they take rice, cooked rice, and they pulverize it and aerate it in, like, this is the old way of doing it, by like punching it down with this I don't even know what you call it, but yeah, basically they make it into like a paste that is aerated and like fluffy and sticky, and then they put a filling in it and then roll it into these like little balls. Look at that. It's absolutely delicious, and here, because they're going through batches so quickly, they make it so fresh that you really are getting, you know, such a great tasting mochi because it's, you know, was just made. So if you get a chance, this shop is right before Nara Park, and you will know that it's the shop because there's a huge line around it. So highly recommend coming here. And one mochi is 180 yen. It's quite big, a big mochi, 180 yen, 2 Canadian dollars, you know, 150 or whatever American, very reasonable. And here's the Great Conveni Family Mart. Ryan asks, better than the mochi in Toronto freezers? Yes, Ryan, I would say that it's a bit tastier than stuff that has been frozen and shipped from abroad, 100%. Oh, okay, thank you, Nightcrawler. I had asked about the 7-Eleven and which place owns it. He says 7-Eleven, stylized as 7-Eleven, is a multinational chain of retail convenience stores headquartered in Dallas, Texas. The chain was founded in 1927 as an ice house storefront in Dallas. Oh, I did not know that. Okay, interesting. So yeah, I guess that 7-Eleven is a US company, but they have taken it to another level here in Japan. So come from the US and see what a difference it is. Look at all the cute deer stuff. Adorable. Adorable. All right. So we are kind of coming up to this lovely lake area. I think it is just a man-made lake, but I was sitting around here yesterday morning having my cup of coffee. So I'll quickly give you guys a glance of that at the corner here. And then we're gonna go more into Nara Park, where our little friends are. Hello to Hugo from Brazil. Very cool. We got some people from South America here. So yeah, friends, this is the lake. There's some benches over there. That car's kind of hiding it, but really lovely place to sit around. This would actually be a good area to get your guest house in as well, right by the lake, because then you can just cross the street here and go right up into Nara Park, as we are going to do. So here we are. Got these lovely red banners. I feel like today's live stream is going to be a workout, because every day here in Nara has been a workout. I have walked and walked and walked and walked. So I'm definitely going to be getting my steps in these 2.5 months that I'm going to be in Japan. I'm very happy that I'm not going to actually be skipping countries as quickly as I was in Southeast Asia. That was primarily because most of the countries only let me stay a month visa free, and it's sometimes a bother to like get the visa renewed. So maybe in the future I'll go back to, you know, the places that I went in Southeast Asia, get a visa to stay longer so I can really go everywhere. Ryan, you should be sponsored by Fitbit. I should, but technically I don't wear a Fitbit, so I feel a little false. So I'm like, well, I don't really wear your product. I just check my steps on Apple or whatever, but I guess maybe I could try. That does feel like a fitting sponsorship. All right, guys, so sorry about that, guys. Can you hear me now? Don't know what happened there. I don't know if the signal just went out. I'm actually a little bit apprehensive of how much data I use on the SIM card I have, because every card that I looked into, it had this like stipulation that if you're using too much data, they might cut you off like for that day, and then the next day you have to use a little amount of data and then it's back. So I don't know what like a lot of data means. Like a lot of data for me would be like 5 gigs a day. I think that's more than they probably mean. I've been trying to not use as much, but obviously a live stream takes a lot of data, so I'm glad I'm back. I had the thought there of like, oh, they cut me off. That's it. But we're back, right? You can see me okay, you can hear me okay. I hope so. I think I had missed a super chat as well. Thank you to Michael. Another beautiful live stream. Thanks for sharing. Really appreciate that, Michael. Thank you. Sorry for taking a while to get back to it. All right. I think we're back. Good. Okay. We're back. So, friends, this first kind of main temple that you're looking at, it's called Kofukiji Temple. And I think primarily it is this building right here, and then also this 5-tiered pagoda right beside it. I wish you could go up the pagoda. That would be such a nice view. But at least in this point in time, you can't. But look who just came out here to say hi. The first welcome greeter. So adorable. Oh my goodness. And so what's amazing about them is, I don't know if just they've seen Japanese people doing this or they were taught this, but some of them bow. You know, let's see, look, he bowed a little bit. Oh my goodness. Like some of them really deeply bow. Like, let me try it if he sees me. Oh, you're so sweet. Hi, love. I'm sorry I don't have any deer crackers for you right now. I'm almost scared to get deer crackers. Oh, there we go. While I'm on this stream, because they will hoard you. So this one's very gentle though. Look at that. Look how sweet. Oh my goodness. That is adorable. Oh, that deer is actually so gentle, and that's so good because it's a little kid. But some of them, yeah, they can absolutely be aggressive, but this guy's just like, oh my gosh. Oh, that's so sweet. Oh, that's amazing. That is the sweetest thing. That's such a cute kid. Just giving him little bit by little bit. Oh, and my friend Lane is here. Thanks for coming out, girl. The way I'd lure one home. Yeah, exactly, right? This is my new dog. He is a mixed breed. Amazing. Okay, so yeah, there is some deer here over here, but I feel like this area is just a little bit crowded, and there's going to be way more deer in the other areas that we go to. So let's head on that way. But what a sweet first deer that we've gotten to meet. How sweet they are. He's like bowing to him. Oh my gosh. That's so cute. Oh, my heart. They're so amazing. Oh, I want to say a big thank you to Katsu. Thank you so much, Katsu. He is a local that has been so kind and so helpful to getting me all settled here in Japan. So thank you for coming out, Katsu. Hope you're doing great. So lovely to have you here. My mom, so cute. Cutest, say hi to your therapist. Yes, exactly. The deers are definitely great therapists. Aw, thank you so much. I think that's Sarah, right? Sarah from Saskatoon. Thank you so much. I love seeing the deer. That's so magical. Yeah, it's... Oh, do I have lipstick on my teeth? How long has that been there? Is that on my camera? I can't tell. Okay, my teeth look weird. I apologize. Anyways. Yes. Yeah, no, the deer here are just... They are the main attraction. I mean, where else in the world could you go and see deer this tame? There's actually some other parts of Japan that I've been to that have deer as well that's pretty tame, like Meijima Island just off of Hiroshima was where I first saw them, but they're not as tame as the deer here, or at least they weren't when I went. And I don't know of any other place in the world where they're like this. So if you know of a place, comment down below, but I feel like this is a very special experience that's unique to Japan, you know? So, very cool. There we go. Oh, Elaine says, I've been to a spot in Ontario where the deer come up to you. Really? I actually don't know where that would be, but that would be amazing. Yes, the trees are definitely different here. In general, the vegetation is very unique in Japan. You know, maybe it'd be a bit similar, I assume, to like Korea, like South Korea. Yeah, the kind of gardens that they have here and the kind of trees that they have here are very unique. Very beautiful. My favorite time of year actually to visit Japan is fall. Even though cherry blossom season, of course, is magical, and I'm going to be here for cherry blossom season. It's going to be amazing. But personally, my favorite time of year to visit is fall, because the kind of like leaf changing season they have here is just on another level, and the different kinds of trees that they have here, it's just so special. So highly recommend coming in the fall. All right, now we're getting into more lovely deer. Oh, so cute. So these guys are just chilling. Hi, I'm sorry I don't have anything for you. I'm sorry, Essie. He's like, okay, you got nothing for me. This is little baby. So soft. So soft. Oh, and this one's having their horns come in. I actually don't know how that works with deer, of like, you know, them shedding their horns, I think every year. Like this guy over here, he's lost his, but they're gonna grow back, right? They grow in fresh every year. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's how it works. But yeah, they're so tame. Sometimes they even, yeah, let you come sit up right beside them. I don't want to spook them, but usually they're okay with it. Hello. How are you? You're so sweet. It's just amazing how used to humans they've gotten, right? Like they really don't see them as a threat. And yeah, some of them you can't even pet them, though. They're kind of, you know, I don't know if they really love it. They just kind of put up with it. So I'm not going to do that, but it really is amazing. They're so sweet. Just looking at what everybody's doing. Aw, you're a beautiful lady. Because see, she doesn't have horns, so I think that's a lady. And then this is a gentleman. And I don't know if that's their baby over there, because obviously that's a smaller one. But super cute. Aww. They're so peaceful. All right, there's some more over here. And so see, in this part of the park, there's a lady that always sells deer food at that stand right there. And it costs $200 for a stack of like 10 deer crackers, which is like $2, really reasonable. So you can, you know, feed them stuff that's healthy for them to eat. Hi. Hello. Yeah, don't obviously feed them anything else. You're actually not allowed by law. You could get in really big trouble for doing that. So they're only allowed to eat the deer crackers. So you can purchase those in a whole bunch of spots all around the city, but this is just it's trying to get in there. Yeah, where you can do that. Oh my gosh, look at that little kid dressed up in a deer suit. Oh. Aww. So sweet. If I remember reading correctly, there's supposed to be over 1,000 deer, like over 1,000 deer that hang out at this park, which is a very large area. Like keep in mind, Nara Park is a very big area. We're kind of in the more city part of it. There's a part that's much more of a forest, like woodsy area. But these guys like to hang out here because this is where, you know, they're going to get treats and they're going to get fed. But they also eat, you know, regular deer stuff like grass and all that. So they are able to go into the forest if that's what they feel like doing. Oh, thank you very much to Wong for the super chat for some deer food. I love that. Thank you. Okay, actually, sure. I will buy some. I just don't know if I should do it here because I know they're gonna swarm me. Actually, no, you know what? Let's buy it here because I actually don't remember where the next stand would be. But we're gonna get swarmed, guys. Like it's gonna be intense, and it's gonna be hard because I'm also like live streaming trying to not do that. Okay, I got my 200 yen. So let's buy some deer food. Oh, they already know. You already know what's going down, don't you? Have the magical coins to get the food. Hayo, arigatou gozaimasu. Hi. Okay, you wait. Okay, they kind of wrap them up too, so I gotta get the wrapper off. There was a super chat from Paul Fowl. Thank you so much. Alina, my friend Konnichiwa from Crofton, Maryland. I hope that you're enjoying Japan. I love being in Japan, northern part, especially Hokkaido. If you have a chance, you should try and visit Okinawa, Japan. I love the island. Thank you so much, Paul, and you are correct. Hokkaido looks magical. I have not been there myself, but it's like on the top of my list of where I want to go, but in the winter, right? Because that's kind of the best place to go, like skiing and snowboarding. Oh, they're already scoping me out. So Hokkaido is definitely on my list. Like maybe, I don't know if it's gonna happen this winter, but in the years to come, 100% I'd love to go to Hokkaido in the winter. And then yes, Okinawa is like beach paradise, so totally on my list as well. So I'll be back to Japan many times. Thank you very much, Paul. Okay guys, so I'll feed the deer here, but I'm gonna go across the street as well. So yeah, you see it. Yeah, you see it. 1 second. I know, you're so excited. Okay, yes. Oh, it's so cute. Yum, yum, yum. I know, you love that. You love it. Okay, you get more. You're so excited. Can I pet you? Yes. Oh, very easily distracted. Okay. Needed to feed them when the light. Oh, dude, that one's nibbly. Oh no, see? See, they can be nibbly. Okay, see, I'm scared of these guys. Oh my god, oh no! See, look at them. Yeah, they will nibble you, so you gotta be careful. Okay, we're gonna go across the street here. But while we do, let me give this guy a treat. Hey, hey. There you go. Yum, yum, yum. Yum, yum, yum. Okay, alright, let's get across the street. Yeah, you gotta watch yourself. Watch yourself around the deer. Alright, this one looks a little bit more calm. Ohayou gozaimasu. Can you bow? Bow? No bow. That's fine, you're cute. Just for being cute, you get a snack. Hey, 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 see that, I don't like when they like start following me like that. So we're gonna keep going here. Thank you very much to Loy for the super chat. Thank you for the super sticker. Very cute. Oh, this one looks a little bit more tame. Hello, little baby. Can you bow? No, you don't even know what I'm doing. You're still too small. Do you want a cracker? Want a cracker? All right, we gotta keep moving. Look how many there are here, right? Yeah, in this park is usually where I see them all. So, hello, beeps. Oh, thank you. That's a very good bow. Thank you. You are lovely. Thank you. What a sweet lady. Okay, since you bowed so many times, you get, oh my gosh, so many times. Look at this. Thank you. Arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you for being so polite. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. I'll see you later. Now that's a lovely deer. See, she's not even chasing me. Wonderful. Lady's running. Yeah. They're like, yeah, you better run. Oh no. Amazing. So cute. This is such a great place for kids. Like, obviously you'd have to be careful because, like, still they are wild animals, right? So you got to be careful, especially with kids. But what a special place to take kids, because you get to see such lovely animals, and you know, in the wild per se, nothing's keeping them in this area. They can do whatever they want. So pretty cool. Pretty cool. And can you hear their squeals? They have such an interesting, like, you know, sound that they make. It's like a little squeal. I actually don't know if I'd ever really heard the sound of a deer before, you know, to be honest. So that's kind of cool. Aw, thank you so much for the super chat to Walter. Thank you. Aloha, Alina. Hope you're enjoying the Sakura Festival. What prefecture are you in? Enjoy Japan. Thank you so much, Walter. Hope you're doing great. So I'm in Kansai Prefecture, I believe. Like this whole area with Osaka, Kyoto, and Nara, I believe is all Kansai. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, this area is actually filled with a lot of really lovely places to visit, all in, you know, within an hour's rapid train ride. So if you only came to, let's say, Osaka, you flew into Osaka and wanted to spend just a week, I would say don't even go to Tokyo, as much as I love Tokyo, but you could have so many interesting things to do just in this area. So obviously come for longer if you can, but just this area gives you so much as well. So thank you very much to Walter. I'm gonna flip the camera here. We're just walking around this building here. And I think there's some more deer usually in this area as well, but we are going to make our way to this really lovely temple, one of the main temples of Nara, as one of the last places we're gonna see. It's still probably like, the stream's probably gonna go on for another 20 to 30 minutes. But, oh my God, that dog, amazing. But yeah, I don't want to push it too much with my data because like I said, there is a rule that if they think you're using too much data, they actually just cut you off. So I got to get to Kyoto later today, so I need my SIM card to be working. So I don't want to do a 2-hour stream because I think that would be over 3 gigabytes. So don't want to get too crazy. Look at all the deer over here. Oh, they're sitting in the shade. Oh my goodness. Oh, whoa. Jim Ross, as always, thank you so much. That is so generous. Nara is a fun little city, but some of those little deer are pretty aggressive. A great place to visit. Drove from Canmore in a bit of a snowstorm, so missed the start of the stream, but at least got here before it ended. I'm so jealous that you got to Nippon before me. Thank you so much as always, Jim. Much appreciated for obviously the support, but just for showing up all the time. Thank you so much. So kind of you. And yes, definitely the deer. You know, if they wanted to gang up on you, you would be going down. So you got to be careful. But yeah, hope you stay safe with that snowstorm there. That, and this time of year in Canada can definitely be tricky. So please stay safe and thank you for coming out. I think I have how many? Oh, I actually have quite a few deer crackers. I only thought I had 2, but they're all kind of falling all over my purse, which isn't great. Let's try and use at least most of them up here. Oh, see, when you come at me, I don't want to give you stuff because you're stalking and making me nervous. No. Okay, we got to get away from this guy who's attacking me. Let's go over to these guys. I don't know, are you calm? Oh yes, you get a cracker. You get a cracker. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you. Okay, fine, you get another one. For nice bows, you get more. Thank you. A boop on the snoot. Boop. Boop the snoot. So cute. Oh, their horns are so cute. I feel like before I haven't really seen a lot with their horns coming in. You are adorable. Okay, just for being cute, you get like a little one because a little bit broke off. Oh, you're so gentle. So gentle. Okay, you get more. Yes, thank you. Now I got a vow. There you go. Oh, we got more here. Okay, fine. I'm going to use these up. Okay. Now, okay, fine. You get one. That's it. Okay. Oh, they're intense. Oh, I remember this lady. She has, I guess they're the Japanese kind of like sweet potatoes, right? They have the purple skins and are yellow on the inside, and they're so good if you roast them. So delicious, and you can get them right fresh. 100 grams for 200 yen, which is like $2. That's reasonable. Hello. Yes. Yes. Here you go. Their cute little mouths. Hello. Oh, you guys are so polite. You guys are so polite. Okay, 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 okay. Okay, hey. Yes. Yes, okay, fine. Fine, 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 fine. Okay, okay, okay. Hey. Hey, okay, okay. See? You can't give too much. All right. How much do I have left? Okay, I got one cracker and some crumbs laying out here. You know what? You are just so stoic, sir. For you. Here you go. And I'm putting this on the ground so you don't nip my fingers. Boop. Boop on the snoot. Okay. Fantastic. I hope you guys enjoyed feeding the deer of Nara with me. That was super cute. They are so adorable. Highly recommend. But now we are still walking down this like main drag, but this is like right inside of Nara Park, and as you can see, the buildings become the much more traditional, older Japanese style. This area is great to come to during the day, but at night it's all pretty much shut down. Even the restaurants aren't open for dinner or anything, at least the majority of them. So come here during the day. There's some great lunch spots. There's a lot of places where you can try more traditional Japanese desserts. And they just have, you know, some cute kind of walkways, cute alleyways. Really lovely area. You can bike, obviously. Renting bikes here in Nara is very budget friendly, so that's kind of a faster way to get around. But they also have these kind of, well, regular buses, but they also have tourist buses that only stop at the main tourist sites. So that's another great way to get around the city. If, let's say, your mobility is impaired, the buses are really good here as well. So another quick tip, try the ice cream they have here. I don't know why, but the soft serve ice cream in Japan is on another level. And I got milk and green tea flavored mixed the other day, and it was so good. It was so good, and it was like $3. So highly recommend getting some ice cream anywhere in Japan, but here in Nara as well. So let's do that. I was gonna say something. That's what I was gonna talk about. So one thing that I didn't expect to this extent in coming here is the prices. The prices here in Japan really are surprising, you know, for a first world, you know, affluent country. I feel like the majority of things are extremely well priced. Like even like less than, you know, some places in Southeast Asia for certain things. It's amazing. Like, I don't know actually how the prices are so low for certain things, especially like food items. I will always say that in Japan you can get such a high quality meal for a very reasonable price if you know where to go. And I think also because during COVID, the Japanese, you know, yen, the currency went down quite a bit. So it was 120, how was it? Or no, when I was last here, 1 Canadian dollar was worth 80 yen. Yeah, that's what it was. And now it's 100. So in a way, like if prices stayed exactly the same, which honestly for some things they did. For some things it did stay the same price from what I remember. So that means I'm technically now paying 20% less because I'm getting more yen for my dollar. So yeah, if you come here, you know, from Canada or the States, I think you will be very surprised at how budget friendly it is. So just wanted to say that. It's a little bit chaotic here. This guy's very calm. Look at that. Just letting him pet. Very cute. Oh no. It is a little bit scary. Oh, amazing. Hello. So sweet. Yeah. I think they're shedding as well, you know, like they're coming from winter to springtime, so they're shedding their winter coats. They're gonna be lighter for the warm time of the year. Hi, loves. Can I boop the snoot? Boop the snoot. Thank you. You're so sweet. Aw. Yeah, all of them are just relaxing here. Look at them. You know what's weird? In a way, their faces kind of remind me of kangaroos. Like anybody else who's been to Australia, like they're bigger, right? I think the faces are bigger, but in a way, for some reason, their ears and their face remind me of kangaroos. So, I don't know. I love it. Aw. Thank you so much to Rakul. This is definitely one of my favorite live streams. Watching those cute deers made my day. Truly, thank you. Well, thank you, Rakul, as always. Thank you for coming out and supporting. And yeah, I hope when you come to Nara, you will spend like a good chunk of time here and just surround yourself with these cuties because it is such a special experience. So I know you will get here when the time is right, so definitely keep me updated. All right, guys, we are going to keep moving closer to one of the most famous temples here in Nara. There's a really beautiful big gate that we're gonna go through going there. And all down this street you can see all these traditional sort of snack shops. They got like lots of great things you could take home as a souvenir, and like these kinds of crackers and these little like red bean paste cakes like these guys right here. They actually last for quite a while. So if you're the type of person that likes food souvenirs, Japan has some amazing options. You can also buy these at the airport, obviously, too, if you wanted to get them as fresh as possible. But if you were leaving fairly soon, I'd say, like, get some from the shops here since they'll be less expensive. Oh, I'm not supposed to film here. Oops. Oops. I apologize. Oh, more ice cream. Yeah. See, they got matcha, vanilla, chocolate vanilla, caramel. That's different. Amu strawberry. That feels like, you know, enough flavors, but there's some places where they have like 30 or 40 flavors because I think they just add, you know, a certain kind of packet to the vanilla soft serve, and then it makes it into that flavor so they can make whatever kind of flavor they want really fast. So that's how they have all the different kinds of flavors of soft serve here. You can be a deer. Oh, what the heck? My mom says Nieto focusa. It's not focusing. Can you guys see me okay? Can you hear me okay? It seems all right on my end, but I know that sometimes it can be fine on my end, but not good on your end. So let me know if it's all right. I hope it is. Aw. Thank you so much to Doug Yadin. Watching second live stream in a row. Wonderful to see you again. Have a wonderful time in what we know is a country you love. Thank you so much, Doug. That is so kind of you. Thank you for coming out once again. And yeah, you guys will see just how much I love Japan through this video series because I have such a big filming schedule. I think I probably overscheduled myself, to be honest, of all the stuff I have planned. And probably even by the time that I get back to Canada, because that is where I'm going after Japan, I'm going to be releasing videos for like a month or two. Oh, hello, after I get back. Please don't nip me. We have a fan, guys. Thank you so much, Doug, as always. Hope you're doing great. I got surrounded, guys. This sweetie and this guy were asking me if I had treats, but they weren't too persistent, so it's okay. These guys here, I feel like, are actually lax. Every not too bad. See? Hi, oh my gosh, I got to pet them. Oh, I love them so much. They're so sweet. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the same ones that always hang out in the same areas who pass through here are so chilled out. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know what it is. Hellos. Hellos. Oh, so sweet. We are coming up to this enormous gate to get there. And I can't tell you right off the bat, obviously, what year this is from. A lot of things in Nara, you know, because of war and natural disasters, they have been, you know, rebuilt. They aren't the originals, but still, this has obviously been here for quite some time. You can tell just by looking at it. And it is still incredibly impressive that they built that. Oh, this guy's surrounded. Oh no. Aw. Oh, that's not good. Ralph says, yes, there are issues. The audio is a little bit delayed and is pixelated as the data rate is low. Really? That's so weird. I wonder why it's fine on my end. Yeah, and Ukraine dude says blurry. I apologize, guys. I can't sadly do anything on my end other than if it's the spot that I'm currently in. Maybe if I move to another area, the signal gets better. But unfortunately, yeah, I can't do anything on my end. I'm just trying to gauge, you know, what the connection is like here. So let's get to the temple. That I at least want to show you guys today, and then we'll see how the connection is from there. So here we are at the entrance of the Epic Gate. I hope you can see them all right. And yeah, you can see all the different wood planks of how it is constructed. So very impressive. Well, good. Alex from Reportify says the feed looks amazing from here in China, so that's good. Hope you're doing good, Alex. Yeah, it's weird. Maybe it depends on the place that you're in as well, of how the signal is reaching that particular place. Because I do know that that is the case sometimes where some people would have a really bad connection and then other ones would be like, no, it's fine. But then sometimes everybody has a bad connection. So it's hard to, you know exactly what's going on, especially since it can change also right away as well. So just on the left here is Todaiji Museum that has some artifacts that were found in the original temple, I believe. So if you're interested in that, you can go to the museum. I went there yesterday. Unfortunately, you can't film inside of the museum. So in the video, I'm not able to show you guys what is in the museum. You'll have to go there and see for yourself. But I was able to film in the actual temple, which you do have to pay to enter. It's about $6. So I'm not going to do that today. I'll save that for the video, but I'll give you guys a view from the outside since it is quite beautiful from there as well. And then depending on what the stream quality is like, the stream quality is really bad for everybody, then I may as well just like cut it there and call it a day. But if it's all right, then we'll do a little bit more and then we'll call it a day. Oh no, now Lois says I can't see spotty. That's not good. Oh, but Alan K says the video cleared up, looks like 1080. David from Toronto says it's looking good now. Huh. Well, that's tricky, guys. I don't know I don't know what percentage of you is having a good reception and which one is bad. That's so strange though, that it would be different for different people. Give you more views of these cuties. Yes. So sweet. So many of them, it's amazing. It's going to be interesting to get to Kyoto later today. I assume the tourist numbers will be much more there, but it's hard to say, you know, because Japan still has all those restrictions with COVID that I was talking about earlier. I assume that should limit their tourist numbers at least a bit compared to what it was like pre-COVID, but hard to know for sure. And also we are coming up to cherry blossom season, so that's obviously peak tourist time for both locals and international visitors alike. I am most likely actually going to be in Tokyo by the time that full bloom for the cherry blossoms start, for a few different reasons. The first of which, my apartment that I wanted to book in Tokyo, if I wanted to book it, I basically had to pull the plug and get it for the end of the month. So I may as well, you know, go actually live there if I'm paying for it. And then also because accommodation during cherry blossom season also gets to be very expensive. And plus there's so many great places in Tokyo to see the cherry blossoms. So I figured that I would do that. But here we are, guys. This is Todaiji Temple, I guess to pronounce it correctly. Was built at the behest of Emperor Shomu, who helped to position Todaiji as the head temple and Vairocana Buddha as the central Buddhist deity of the Kokobunji system of provincial temples. The inauguration ceremony of the Todaiji Great Buddha, which is this huge Buddha that they have on the inside of the temple, was held in 752 AD under the auspices, that's an interesting word, I don't even know what that means, auspiciousness, I don't know, of Bishop Ryoben, the founder of the temple. Well, that is cool. So, but wait, is that the original? Is this the original? That would be crazy if it was. It can't be. I wouldn't think it is, but let me know. If this has lasted from 752, that would be wild. But somehow I obviously doubt it. All right. Aw. Thank you very much to Cutest. Thank you so much. Get some refreshments for yourself, Alina. Thank you. I absolutely will. It's actually nice though that I'm not sweltering and as thirsty as I was walking around Southeast Asia and plus 30. These live streams are definitely easier, but I definitely will need a drink after this. So thank you as always, Cutest. I hope you're doing great. Okay, so some people are saying the video's fine now, and some saying it kind of comes and goes. So we've been going for how long? We've been going for almost an hour and a half. And the place that I want to take you, how long of a walk is that? Ooh. I'm actually more worried about the data, guys. That's what I'm most worried about because I need to have data today. So I'm a little bit worried that if I go over the 3 gig mark, getting closer to 2 hours, that they're gonna be like, no more. And then they cut me off for today and tomorrow when I really need it. So I think I'm gonna err on the safe side and finish things off here. I'll give you one more look at this beautiful temple, though before I do an answer, I saw a super chat come in yen, so I will answer that in just a minute. But yeah, I just want to let you know that I most likely will do a stream from, Kyoto, so you guys can come join me then, probably in about a week's time from now. Usually I like to space my live streams 2 weeks apart, but because I'm seeing so many cool places and I want to share them with you guys, I am going to do them more often, at least for the next few weeks. So I'll let you know on the community board about that. So I want to say a big thank you to Cool and Smart for the super chat, since it's from Japan. Welcome to Japan. I was looking forward to your live stream. Nara is an ancient capital of Japan. How about traveling to Osaka and enjoying the food? Thank you so much, Cool and Smart. Thank you for the warm welcome. I'm loving my time here. And Osaka was actually where I started my journey here in Japan, but unfortunately I didn't have a lot of time there and was so focused on filming 2 videos there for you guys, 2 very different videos, one from the other, that I just figured I'll leave the live stream until Kyoto, or now Nara. So the videos from Osaka will be starting either next week or the week after. I haven't decided exactly on which day I'm going to release what, but they're going to be starting soon, so keep a lookout for those. But thank you for the warm welcome to Japan. And thank you to Rahul for the very cute super sticker. Thank you so much for coming out. I'm glad you enjoyed the deer with me. And thank you to everybody for coming out. This was so fun. And even though we had some connection issues, technically things went better than I hoped, because I was really worried that after like 1 or 2 gigs, because I've definitely spent at least 1.5, probably 2 gigs now on data, that they might cut me off, and then, you know, that's issues for later too. But thankfully we're still here. Things are all right. So thank you all so much for coming out. I hope you're having a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are. And like I said, keep an eye out on the community board for the live stream. It will most likely be in about a week's time. So thank you all so much for coming out. Big hellos especially to all my close family and friends who are coming out for all the live streams as well. I appreciate you guys. So sending you lots of love, and I'll see you on the next one. Keep being your own kind of beautiful.